Parts 1 and 2 were so good. This is a 4-part series, so this is part 3. I don't know if I should expect the trend to continue or if the train is gonna fall off the tracks. We'll find out together. What's up, everybody? My name is Aaron. I'm the Brick Scavenger. This is part 3 of our $15 haul, something like that. We've been calling it $180 per box. So, roughly that. The goal, of course, is to double our money and turn this into $360. I think we did fine with the first 2 parts. We'll see if we can continue. We're going to have to find some gems in here. I'm excited. Let's do it. Let's do it. If you guys are interested in anything you see here, check out the description for our Whatnot shows and also our Bricklink store. We've been growing on both, and it's been a lot of fun. So hopefully that is going to continue. I think I see something to get us started. Yes, let's go. Oh, no. Oh, wait, is that just fuzzy? Oh, I think it's just fuzzy. This little pauldron thing, this is like an $18, $20 pauldron thing. I think I can get that little mark off of there. I just did, actually. Yeah, that's nice. This is like a $50, $60 fig if you find the helmet. Is this the helmet? I think that is the helmet. Let's go. All right, we're off to a good start. Did I say my name? I don't know. My name is Aaron. I'm the Brick Scavenger. I don't know. Maybe I said that already. But we're treasure hunting today, Lego minifigure style. And so if we find anything in here that we really want to keep, we'll do that. We're putting stuff on our own wall and then selling off the rest to fund our habit. We do so on Bricklink and whatnot. So let's see what we can find today. Here's some Ninjago. I think this is Jay, although that looks like a female head. So maybe that's Nia. I don't know. I don't understand Ninjago well enough. Look at this guy. Is this a professor from Hidden Side? I don't know what this guy is, but he's got wings and he's scary. Let's see. That looks like the Dino Hunter or something like that. CMF lady. Here's a Golden Lloyd. Golden Lloyd. That is a nice fig. That's like $10 right there, something like that. Although I'll be honest with you, the clientele that I have on Bricklink is very different than the clientele that I have on Whatnot. This would be virtually impossible to sell on Whatnot for value. Bricklink, it would be better, but not great. The best place to sell Ninjago 100% is on eBay, but I just refuse to work with eBay. The fees are just so outrageous. And I know you pay fees everywhere, but just like a listing fee, if you're selling a $5 minifigure and you have to spend 30 cents just to list the thing, and then it doesn't sell in 30 days and then you have to pay another 30 cents, it's just so outrageous. So I'm done with eBay. This wasn't supposed to be a huge anti-eBay rant, but whatever. Here's more Hidden Side. Let's see. Here is, I don't know, City Fig of some kind. Look at this guy. I don't know his name, but he's fun. Hopefully he's real. He is. I think I have this guy on my wall already. If we turn around real quick, we won't do a full out field trip, but I think he's right here. You see him right there? I don't know if you can see him, but that's my big fig area, and I definitely see him up there. So this guy we can sell. I don't know if he's expensive or not, but I mean, big figs are always decent value. Some of them can be really expensive. So that's a nice little piece right there. Let's see, what else can we find? Some Friends and some Jurassic Park. That's about as bad a handful as you can get right there. Let's see. That looks like some Harry Potter. What is this thing? This has got like that same pauldron except in black. I don't know what this is. That's interesting. So hopefully his helmet is in here, but he may end up getting kept. I don't think I have that guy, but we'll check. That may be an example of something we choose to keep. Look at this guy. I don't know his name. Probably Harry Potter. Whoa, what the heck is this? Is this that Ironheart, Braveheart, fake Iron Man girl, whatever her name is, the next generation of Marvel? I don't know what her name is. Ironheart or something like that. There's an Asajj Ventress. That's a super fun fig. I don't know if we're going to have her saber hilts. I've sold a bunch of them recently, and I don't know if I have any more. But nice fig right there. Not super valuable, but fun. Here's a Zane, I think, right there, and City Fig. All right. I feel like we're doing pretty good on this haul, actually. I was a little worried at the very beginning there, but I think we're doing pretty good. I hope we find that Star Wars guy's helmet. Let's see, skeleton. There's a Kai. Here's a bomb squad and an Emmett. All right. Let's see if we can find some more gold in here. Hey, look at that. There's an ARC Trooper helmet. Those are of good value and they sell very well. This fencer did not survive his jousting bout. This, I think, is a hidden side polybag skeleton. You might not think there's a ton of value here, but skeletons do okay, and it's got a spongy cape. And spongy capes, actually, a couple bucks. So you look at a skeleton and maybe sneeze at it, but then you realize there's some parts there that work. We've got a little sloth thing. That's fun. There's a yellow Luke head. I don't know if that's overly valuable, but, some people that want to do all the Star Wars thing are looking for those for sure. Let's see, there's a Star Wars helmet. I can't keep track of which ones are the best ones. Mandalorian, I think that's a Harry Potter thing right there. I think we've got about 3 figs right now that are super good that, are going to help us get our money back. But what the heck? But I'm not convinced that we're going to get to 360 so far on that. It takes a lot to get to 360. I don't know what this is. That's kind of high anyway. Let's see. What is that thing? I have no idea. I assume it's a Marvel new generation thing that I don't understand. Here is an Anakin right here with some really good parts. Whoa, racy. Look at this girl. She needs to put some clothes on. Let's see. There's a coal, I think. I think that's a coal. Oh, let's find a couple more gems. That would really help us out here. We're running out already. So this part 3 may not be our finest score. I don't know who this is. I have no idea. Star Wars, Lucy, Friends. Benny, not a lot to speak of there. Not crushing it all of a sudden, guys. Not crushing it on this one. Hey, look at this. Look at that. That's a good helmet right there. Can I find a way to get that head out of there? No? Okay, we'll do it later. What's his name? I forgot his name. Is it Neo? I'm not sure. I've forgotten now, but that's a good helmet for sure. I think the torso, maybe? No, it's the head. The head's that's the most valuable part because it's got those like blue eyes, I think. But nevertheless, I think the helmet will help for sure. Let's see. That's fun. It's a little dinged up, but the chromy red right there, I don't think that's going to have super value. There's a pirate and a Spider-Man. That little Garmadon guy. Yeah. Let's see, there's a Death Watch Mando, some Jurassic Park. There is a Bomb Squad, wherever we put that, I don't know. Backwards Hat Guy. Here is, I think this is Zeke from Scooby-Doo. I think that's his name, Zeke, and he's cracked. So, oh, we're not crushing this one. We're not crushing this one, guys. We're doing okay, but we're not crushing it. And we are almost out now. There's an old Obi-Wan head and an Obi-Wan hood piece that are decent value. Decent. Not great, but decent. Let's see. We got a J. We've got Friends. Whatever. Minecraft. Uh-oh. We may be out here. Let's see. A couple of Star Wars heads. We're gonna be fighting to get our money back on haul number 3. First 2 were so good. This one, I'm not sure. There's a Sergeant helmet. Here's a Commander Gree helmet. So, those will add up. Another Death Watch Mando. We've got the Geonosis clone, Emmett, and a clone. And there you go. Well, they can't all be winners, and if they were all winners, it'd be too easy and no fun. So there you go. There is haul number 3. I'm assuming this guy has another one of these on this side, but I didn't see it in there. So I don't know what this is, but it's obviously incomplete. Maybe part 4 will have the rest of that thing. I'm assuming it's not overly valuable, but if nothing else, it's kind of fun maybe to put on the wall, if I even knew what it was. But the things that are going to kind of save the day, I don't think we saw this guy's helmet either. That's too bad. But these are going to kind of save the day to, get most of our money back. And then from there, we're just going to kind of be scrapping a little bit. But that's how we do it, Sometimes you score big. Sometimes you just fight to get your money back. And sometimes you say, well, that was a bad idea. Lost that scratch-off ticket. Move on to the next one. We're going to do part 4 here, so we'll still have some fun. Feel free to hit that subscribe button if you want to see if we did any better in part 4. Thanks for being here, guys. We'll see you next time.